Good morning, trading world. Um, Here we are again, still in the midst of this seemingly bottomless free fall. Um, Here today to give you a roadmap through today's journey. It is going to be uh, more by feel today because it's muddy in this free fall. Um, because in the options market and the big guys that really move a lot of volume, the big money managers, um, because there's no clear hedge level, because everyone is kind of in this dynamic hedging where they're selling more and more to hedge their portfolios. There's no clear level to stand on because everything is dynamic and moving right now. So that's why I say today is going to be more on feel, more on how you interpret your indicators, how you process the data as you get it. So um, there will be many more levels that are not on my chart that I will give you that are potential uh, areas of importance, but I do not like to clutter my chart to the degree of having so many levels and not being able to see the price action. Um, with that, I'll start off by yesterday. Um, I was in and out. I wasn't at the desk pretty much most of the day. But however, I did set my alerts. If you can remember from yesterday, I had a king resistance around this uh, 31, 3181 area, I believe. Let me see. Actually, 3179 was that king resistance on the ES. And what I was able to do was um, come in on the SPY, which is the ETF version of the ES, and I was able to get or execute a couple of put debit spreads right here at that 318 318 level, um, which actually would have been perfect, but I got a little slippage. I was a little mad at Robinhood because it took so long for it to execute. I had to cancel and re-input, cancel and re-put that order several times before it actually got took, which ended up having me slip down some. But I was able to execute that yesterday, and we'll be looking to take profit on those today. Um, I did take profit on one, but maybe the rest I'll probably take off today and then kind of assess where to jump back in at. Um, but getting into today's levels, um, calling out support, the Jack support level here is going to be 3067. This area here, as you can see, it's already supporting. Um, the Queen support is very, very, very important today. What I have for the Queen support just happens to be in line with the 200-day moving average. I wouldn't be surprised if we get that V bottom somewhere around here, piercing through there and then popping back up. If we get that V bottom, that could turn on a wave of short covering that would turn into or the beginning of a big bounce. Hence why the resistance levels are so large today. um, because that's what I'm expecting at some point. But I'm not sure. Like I said, nothing's 100% sure in trading. You have to see the data and react to what you see. Um, so again, Queen support is 30.48, which is in line with the 200-day moving average, and then the King support I have is 30.29. Now levels in between that, there's going to be another pertinent level in between where we have it's going to be at 30.62, and then we have another level which is also the low for the overnight session, which is going to be 30.59, and then the lowest of what I see on the chart today, possibly, is going to be 30.14 in this area. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get that V bottom somewhere and it leaks down and touches either this 30.29 or 30.14, and could possibly even be 3,000 flat. Uh, because I do have more levels at the 3,000 as support, and also 29.95 as support. So those are levels that are not marked on the chart, but you want to keep note of those and watch those as they come about, because they could be of very great importance today as well. Now, on the resistance side, it is the same, that it's going to be cluttered. I have the jack resistance all the way up here at 31.11, and I have the queen resistance all the way up here at 31.54, and then the king resistance at 32.09. um, those are the levels that I kind of see um, are pertinent. But then, like I say, there are levels in between. Uh, Importantly, um, there's a level here at 30.93. Let's see, 30.93, where it's going to be important if we can make it past that before any type of pullback really uh, is going to happen. Then you have 30.99, which is another level. And then it gets kind of jumbled because there are levels at, let's see here, 31.17, another level at 31.27, which is in this area, and then 31.46 in that area. Um, then also, even though I have this as a king support, if that bounce actually gets started, it is very possible that we can take that bounce up to 32.96. So levels that I kind of have, let me back down before that. But 32.36 is a level that we could possibly jump to, and then the highest may be 32.96. Um, And actually, there are still levels in between that, but 3267 being one of those. So today is really going to be about feel and how you interpret the data as you see it, seeing the momentum as it shifts. Because topping is a process, but bottoming can happen in an instant. That's what I say. That V bottom can happen, and it can spike to a low, and then you will not see that low again for years. Um, but it can happen in an instant. You just never know. Um, that's why they say the market, walks up the steps going up and then jumps out the window coming down. So, uh, those are the levels that I have for today. I'll be looking to probably take profit on some of these put uh, debit spreads at some point, and if we can get any type of pullback, I may try to place some more, especially if we can get some pullback up to the jack and queen level. But again, it's about feel. Um, that is it for today. Wishing you luck in your trading again in this time of, I can't say panic because this has been kind of an orderly downflow at times. It doesn't really feel panicky to me, which is another reason why it's not quite bottomed. But even in this time of marching down, make sure any position you have deemed risk tolerable to your portfolio or the whatever you're trading, make sure your risk is capped. Doesn't matter um, what it is, how big, how small, make sure your risk is capped. That's it for pre-market outlook, February 27th of 2020. Again, wishing you profitable trading. Good luck.